Remember when Barack Obama was like, yeah, as a snack every night, I have like 16 almonds. And it's like, no, Barack. You have an eating disorder. Welcome back to What the Heck with Matt Bellassai, a podcast about what the heck is going on, what the heck is happening, and all the things that make me say, what the heck. It's another week of explosive diarrhea summer, folks. The air is unbreathable. A single salad leaf may make your asshole blow out, and I guess we're doing war again. It was kind of like for a second we were doing no war, and now war is back. And I don't even have soccer player asses all over my screen anymore to help the horrors go by faster. But yeah, no, I guess I'll just keep doing laundry and dishes, I guess, while the world crumbles around me. Anyway, obviously, before I get into anything this week, I have to talk about the Odyssey. It's all I can think about after I watched that film. Saw it opening day, and masterpiece. I want to see it 1,000 more times. And it's so rare, actually, in my old age, that I see a movie and I'm like, I want to watch that 10 more times. Because my attention span is shot, and I can't be expected to sit and watch the same thing over. I can barely watch 10 seconds of a TikTok without scrolling away. And now I'm going to watch a 3-hour movie more than once? Yes. Even though you can't get tickets, there's one theater in North America that you can watch this full IMAX 70 millimeter the way that Christopher Nolan intended. And it's sold out for eternity. You basically have to cross your fingers and hope someone dies and sells their ticket. I saw a Reddit post that someone was trying to trade their Ariana Grande tickets for Odyssey IMAX 70 millimeter tickets. And they were like, I'm willing to do an exchange. We'll do a cash swap. But it's hard out here. People are fighting for these tickets. And for good reason, because the movie was amazing. I am always a skeptic whenever, I'm a big fan of reading the source material before I go see a movie. I always try, especially a big movie like this, to read the source material before I go into the movie. And it's ruined it for me before. Call Me By Your Name. I had some issues with Call Me By Your Name, mostly because I could sense that Armie Hammer kind of had an evil spirit. And that was before we knew that he ate feet. Yeah, I read Call Me By Your Name, loved Call Me By Your Name, the book, so much. It's one of my favorite books. And then the movie kind of paled in comparison to the book, I thought. In no small part because of Armie Hammer's evil spirit. And so I'm always skeptical when I read something that the movie is going to live up to it. And like everything about the Odyssey, I feel like lived up to it. Obviously, the hecklers know our new name for the What the Heck listeners. Obviously, the hecklers know I have been studying for the past several weeks, reading all of the source material. I read the Odyssey in its entirety. I'm currently working through the Iliad. The one thing that I do kind of wish is that, like, the Odysseus from the poem, because it is a poem, let's remember that. The Odysseus from the poem and from the Iliad is supposed to be like a wily trickster. It's like his most famous, like the most famous thing about him is that he is a trickster, and it's his kind of like, wily spirit that makes him as memorable as he is. He's the great-grandson of Hermes. Yeah, the little blue guy from Hercules. That was Odysseus' great-grandpa. And they kind of turned him into, like, brooding Ben Affleck's boyfriend. So that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, it kind of is, like, it's definitely, like, sad, contemplative Odysseus instead of, like, unfortunately, it would be someone like a Mark Wahlberg or I'm like, comedy action hero, I think is more kind of biblically accurate, the Odyssey. But obviously, I still loved Matt Damon. And then there's the thing that, like, it's hard to tell how much of the culture war is actually real and how much it's just, like, accounts on Twitter trying to, like, make a controversy. I don't actually know how many people were upset about, like, Lupita Nyong'o and Elliot Page being in the movie. Like, I genuinely am like, because obviously I'm not listening to, like, alt-right podcasts and news programs. So I don't actually know how much people, like, are they genuinely upset about this? Or is it like, if you believe that there is an actual controversy, and I'm skeptical, it's people feeling like Lupita Nyong'o was miscast as Helen of Troy, and that, like, I don't know, Elliot Page shouldn't be in movies because he's trans. Like, I don't really understand what the controversy there is. I really love both of their performances, because then I also watched Troy from 2004. Terrible film. Terrible film to watch directly after the fun movie to watch right after the Odyssey, but like in terms of movie quality, yikes. Brad Pitt, ooh. Rough. Hot. One of the hottest people in a movie ever. That movie came out at a very formative time for me. And you see, I would say mostly the side of Brad Pitt's ass, not even crack. You're not seeing any crack.
And we got some good ass in the Odyssey.
Obviously, the one moment where my jaw truly dropped the most was that, I don't know, 3-second hold on one of the most incredible asses you've ever seen. Shout out to Christopher Nolan, best director for that ass shot alone.
Pretty sure it's on a dead man.
Well, I don't know if he died in that moment.
Right.
Is it necrophilia if they haven't died yet?
Ooh,
They're just lying with an arrow in their back. I don't know. Oh, the only thing that I was going to say about Lupita Nyong'o is like people, first of all, go watch Troy. I don't remember the name of the actress who played Helen of Troy in that one, but she was terrible. No. She wasn't. She was Briseis. Diana Kruger? No, that's the name of an old woman. Kugler.
She's German.
Just like one of the most 2004 looking actresses you've ever seen. I don't think she was in movies outside of the year 2004. Like her performance was not good in that movie. And you have racists online who are like, look at what we downgraded from this actress to Academy Award winner Lupita Nyong'o. Also, according to the source material, Helen of Troy, daughter of Zeus, who I believe morphs into a swan to fuck Helen's mother, who then lays an egg that Helen hatches from. That's the person that you're arguing about on the internet. This is, it's not historically accurate Helen of Troy. She was born from an egg, okay? Pisses me off. And I know it's like, not, that's just one version. That's like the fantasy version, but there is like perhaps a historically accurate version. Shut the fuck up. That's the whole point, is that there are like all of these different versions, and this is a version. There is no original. I think Troy is such like a mid 2000s movie. It's like the whole aesthetic of it is so like mid 2000s, their makeup, their hair. And I was thinking that while I was watching the Odyssey, I was thinking, is this going to be a very like 2026 movie? I don't know. Or will it be a timeless classic? Who knows? We're probably all going to be dead. I know. I was thinking that this week of how, yeah, because like, you know, the air was low-key unbreathable across half of the country. I had to bust out my supply of N95 masks, KN95 masks for the first time. KN? Who knows? I forgot all of those letters and numbers. And then I got to remember it because the air was literally on fire. And yeah, did I take a little puff of my vape before putting on the mask to go outside and experience the air being on fire? Yeah. My last two thoughts. I highly recommend the Audra McDonald audiobook for the Iliad. If you're venturing into the classics, as I have been, the Greek classics, if I can be... I was trying to think of what my Greek name would be. Because I've been calling truffles Trufflecles. And mine, Matticus.
Oh, very good.
Mattistotle. I think is my favorite. Matamedes. I think I like Mattistotle. If I can Mattistotle out for a second. Yeah, it's like I like the idea of listening to the audiobook for the Odyssey and the Iliad because that's like how it was told originally, right? It used to be an oral poem for several hundred years. And I gotta say, Claire Danes' Odyssey, She did the Odyssey audiobook. Love my girl Claire, but I don't think she was giving it what I needed her to give. Great actress for like shivering her chin under duress, but reading the Odyssey, I don't know. I'm not sure. But especially compared to Audra McDonald reading the Iliad, it's like she gets it. This is someone who's like knows how to put on a performer's voice, and it's so good. The other what the heck that I have about the movie going experience, what the heck is going on with 4D movies?
Yes.
I don't need my whole pussy shaken. I don't need to be spit at and smoked on. I can do that in my own free time. I'm not paying to go to a movie in which I'm given whiplash by the chair that I'm sitting in. And people are paying, I don't know, the tickets cost like $5,000 to see a 4DX movie. And it's literally to go through torture. What would kill? I mean, yes, I know we say the phrase, this would kill a Victorian child. Can you imagine a person from like 100 years ago seeing a 4DX movie? It would rock their fucking world. So cannot recommend that less. That being said, I do think a lot of movies, and maybe I'm just getting nitpicky, but I feel like the sound quality in movie theaters is not meeting my standards. I don't know what is going on with Dolby. I don't know what that means. Really, I don't know what the 5.1 Dolby surround. I don't know what any of that means, but it's not good enough. I'll tell you that, because some of these theaters, I'm like, turn it up. Why are I can barely hear these people, or the acoustics are off. But yeah, the sound quality in theaters, I'm like, sometimes I can't hear shit. I thought that when I saw Wicked, I was like, turn this shit up. Why can I barely hear? They're breaking into song. This should feel like a concert. And no, it's too quiet. It makes me sick. I want my eardrums blown out by the theater, or else I can't hear. Or the acoustics are off. I will say, when we saw the Odyssey, the acoustics in the theater that we saw it at were a little off, and it was a struggle to hear some of what was being said. If I had not like known the story as well as I did, I think I would have missed a lot in the beginning, because it was hard. I was like, what are they talking about? Mostly it's just Tom Holland calling people Athena for the first 15 minutes. Moving on to what the heck is going on this week. There's a lot of events that have unfolded this week. A lot to talk about. First, there is, of course, a cryptic mutant creature in Seattle that has turned into an internationally beloved icon by the name of Jimothy the Raccoon.
Yes.
Love Jimothy. He's a little raccoon that suffers from what appears to be a debilitating disability. Not debilitating, an invigorating disability called like short spine syndrome. I think they're like, yeah, he's just a raccoon with a short spine, an otherwise perfectly fine raccoon who just has a short spine, which makes him to a beautiful cryptic creature that sort of scampers about the Seattle area. And I think one of the reasons why he's so beloved, to an almost frightening degree. Sometimes I'm like, okay, everyone needs to calm down. It's like someone already got a tattoo of Jiminy. I want to call him Jiminy, but it is ultimately just Jimothy. But someone already got a tattoo, and it's like, what if we find out he's racist? We don't even know his views yet. He's brand new. One of the reasons why I love him is like, unlike the other sort of creatures that have captured people's hearts, like fucking Moodang's big ass. Remember when everybody was obsessed over Moodang, the hippopotamus, all because it was just a little hippopotamus, an otherwise unremarkable hippopotamus. Everyone was obsessing over Moodang. And then there was that monkey that got bullied by all of his monkey friends. He punched the monkey. That was sort of everybody loved Punch the Monkey because he was getting viciously bullied by all of his fellow monkeys, and they sort of sympathized with him. But all of those are all like depressing creatures until Jimothy came along and lifted our hearts. Because I've been Greek mythology maxing, I'm like, Jimothy is clearly a sort of a sign from the gods for something. I don't know what his presence is a harbinger of, but hopefully something delightful. Because God knows it's not been great. There was a story, there was some like raccoon expert on TikTok, I guess, who was like, just FYI, Jimothy is in constant pain. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Take it back right now. I don't want to hear about that shit. No, he's doing great, actually. He looks fine. He's friends with all of his raccoon friends. So shut up and let us have this. Because also, ultimately, there's nothing we could do about it if he is. Unless we get the scientists on it. I want whatever doctors and medical professionals are keeping Mitch McConnell's corpse alive to put all of their energy into taking Jimothy's pain away. Okay? I like how Mitch McConnell's straight up dead and they're just like Weekend at Bernie'sing him. That's just a joke. No, I don't know if he's legally dead or not. But people are going full-blown conspiracy theorist mode on Mitch McConnell. They released a photo. It is so insane that a sitting senator had to release a photo of him slyly holding the day's newspaper to prove that he is alive. That's crazy. But yeah, I hope that they kind of use whatever technology they're using to keep Mitch McConnell alive to take away Jimothy's pain. Shout out to Jimothy. I think the city of Seattle is calling it, one of the council members declared it Jimothy Summer. Do you ever go to take a sip of something and I know you realize there's nothing in there, but then you still kind of fully commit to the farce of taking a sip? I do that a lot. Next, I don't know, the FDA says that maybe Taco Bell lettuce is not what's giving everybody explosive diarrhea. I think it's like, apparently they said, hey, it's Taco Bell lettuce from, what is it, Tyson Farms? Oh, Taylor Farms. Apparently the FDA was like, it's Taylor Farms. They supply Taco Bell, and that's what's giving everybody the explosive diarrhea parasite. And then Taylor Farms came out and they were like, it's not us. We tested our shit and it's not us. And then the FDA came out recently and was, because I was like, okay, we're free. I'm not eating any bagged salads, so I think I'm fine. And then Taylor Farms came out and they were like, it's not us. We tested our shit and it's negative. And then the FDA was like, yes, it was a false positive. So now we're back to ground zero, I guess. And we don't know who's giving us explosive diarrhea. But then people were like, well, Taylor Farms was like is like MAGA and donated a bunch of money to the Trump campaign. And so like, are they just straight up lying about it and like kind of paying off the CDC? I don't like how I'm turning into a conspiracy theorist, but I like kind of believe it. I'm like, it is true. We should not be trusting a giant corporation to tell us the truth about whether they're giving us diarrhea. But who can say? So I guess just best avoid eating any and all vegetables or fresh produce. Just kind of continue living in that way. But yeah, I don't love how we just don't know where it's coming from still. But also we don't know who to trust, which is kind of like the problem with eroding trust in public institutions. It's almost like everybody who for the last 10 years has been trying to say, hey, it's good to have nerds in charge of shit because they know what they're talking about. You might not like them and you might want to bully them, but like, it's good to have nerds in charge because they know what the fuck is going on and can say which vegetable is giving us explosive diarrhea. Also, General Mills had to recall a bunch of Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits because it had glass in it, apparently. It was the rolls. They're like bread rolls. They recalled like 730,000 Pillsbury rolls from Walmart specifically, I believe. I think if you want to eat a Pillsbury product, you should have to take the risk that there's going to be glass in it. Certain things I'm like, it should come with a little bit of risk. Because it's too easy. It's too easy to eat an entire combustible tube of those biscuits / croissants. And you know that Pillsbury Doughboy has been keeping some type of secret. Why do you think he giggles like that when they poke his stomach? Because he knows too much. I do believe that the Pillsbury Doughboy is one of the most sinister mascots. I just don't like his spirit. There's something about the Pillsbury Doughboy that I'm like, what are you giggling? Why are you so fucking happy all the time? Do you think this is a joke? Do you think biscuits are a joke? You think rolls are a joke?
He's the one sprinkling the glass in.
Yeah, it's probably his fucking fault. It's probably his fault that there's glass and everything. But also, like, so what? Eat it.
No.
Who hasn't accidentally eaten a little bit of glass before? My mom, she always said when she was a baby, she ate a glass ornament. I guess my grandma like walked into a room and just found her chomping into a glass Christmas tree ornament. She's still kicking, I guess. Anyway, next. I don't even care about this, but I saw this video of Tom Brady and Logan Paul beefing, and it made me so embarrassed for both of them and for anybody who participates in whatever the fuck they are doing, that I'm like, I have to address it because clearly they're in some type of manufactured beef for like a UFC fight or something. I don't even know what Tom Brady is doing there. It's like, don't you have a naked man in your bed to get back to? And I'm like, why does he have what is happening with his career? Nikki Glaser should have killed that man when she had the chance. But yeah, there was this video of him and Logan Paul beefing with one another, and it was just them like giving each other the middle finger at like a soccer game. And who is buying into this? Like 13-year-old boys, I guess, is their audience, which is so scary. I do think it is hilarious that UFC fighters and pretty much all sort of martial art sports like that is just guys doing Real Housewives shit. It's just like straight guys straight guys, they're doing theater. It's all of the straight kids who thought it was too gay to be in theater are now just doing full-blown like macho drag for the masses, and people fucking love it. I love those UFC like weigh-ins where they have to stand in their underwear pretty much tip to tip in front of one another and they act all angry. And it's like, you guys are fully naked in front of each other right now. You're about to kiss and we're supposed to believe that you're in some type of feud. Why don't you fuck one another and leave us out of it? Is frankly what I have to say about the entire UFC franchise. Next! Wait, let me just read the lead to this story. A routine inspection of portable restrooms at a World Cup related site in Kansas City turned into an unusual rescue after firefighters had to free a man who had become trapped inside a porta potty's waste tank while trying to recover a dropped Mountain Dew bottle. Listen, I think if you ever have the impulse to reach into a porta potty to rescue your Mountain Dew, I do think something terrible should happen to you. It feels like something sort of karmically balanced happened here, which is that this man, and it was a man, obviously, went to recover his dropped Mountain Dew bottle and somehow fell not into the bowl of the porta potty, but into the ether below the porta potty. Yeah. There is like a full tank under some portable toilets that he fell in. He was fully like, the people opened the door and it was empty and they were like, okay. And then they heard his voice coming from below the hole. And they had to like suck him out, essentially.
But did he get into it through the hole?
So, yeah, what I don't understand, I don't really understand how he got in there.
Like a trap door?
Okay. Okay, it's one of those porta potty toilets where like it's almost kind of like a bench that and then there's like a hole on top. I'm guessing what happened is that it's like a giant reservoir underneath it, and he dropped something and then thought it was maybe less deep than it actually was, and he lowered himself down and then couldn't get back up. I'm sort of like, there has to be something going on there if he decided to lower himself into a porta potty, unfortunately. But yeah, a porta potty to me is one of the worst places a human being could be, above the surface. So I don't like the idea that, like, that is truly my worst possible fear, is being, if you wanted to torture me beyond, or break my spirit fully, you would put me inside of a porta potty and lock the door, and I would spill state secrets in the first 5 minutes. I would rather shit my pants than be in a porta potty. And finally, Olive Garden announced the return of something called the Pasta Pass, which I believe is a $100 card, like membership card that gets you unlimited pasta for like months or something. You can have unlimited pasta like every day. Yeah. This is not a power that we should be giving to people. Okay, this is exactly what they were writing all of those myths about. Do you remember that guy who flew too close to the sun? Guess what? He died. But anyway, the Olive Garden, let me actually look up. I don't know what the Olive Garden Pasta Pass gives you, what kind of power it gives you. Olive Garden Pasta Pass. Never-ending Pasta Pass. I thought it was always never-ending. Oh, I clicked on it and said, we're sorry, this promotion is currently unavailable. Okay. So I was lied to. Maybe it was only for like a limited time.
Oh, no, it starts August 31st.
Oh. After a 6-year hiatus, the chain is reviving the iconic never-ending Pasta Pass. For $100 plus taxes, the pass grants unlimited access to the never-ending Pasta Bowl for 13 weeks. Let's do the math on this. $100 for 13 weeks of pasta, of the never-ending Pasta Bowl. I mean, yeah, if you go every day for 13 weeks.
The unlimited pasta is usually $15. So you'd have to go, like, you can get unlimited pasta at Olive Garden for $15.
Uh-huh.
If you get the Pasta Pass, it's $100 for the 13 weeks. You'd have to go there more than 7 times in order for it to be cheaper than $15.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, not even once a week.
Right. It's just like, okay, you have to commit to going to Olive Garden for at least 10 times, which is a lot. I will say, and this is a cautionary tale, back in the day, I was gifted by Chipotle a 1-year Chipotle pass. It had my name on it. It was beautiful. And it entitled me to one burrito or bowl every single day for free. I used it twice and it was humiliating both times because you show up. I used it once. I was in Cleveland and there was a Chipotle across from the hotel I was staying. I walked across the street, got to the end, gave them the card. They swipe it. It goes down from, $16 to $0. And then the guy kept the card. And I was like, oh, I think I'm supposed to get that back. It's like my card. And he was like, what? He had to call a manager over. Then it turns out it prints out a receipt for them that says you're in the presence of a celebrity. Because I guess it's like that's just the language that they use to tell the Chipotle employee that like this is a special card. Never again. I was like, it's not worth the $15 that I'm saving on a bowl. If they gave that to me now, though, I'd be going every day. I don't give a shit. But back then, I was like too insecure, and I was like, this is humiliating. I'm just gonna pay the $15. So Chipotle, if you want to give me another card, I promise I'll use it. But yeah, it's a humiliating thing to have. So you have to have a strong spirit to do the $100 pasta pass, the never-ending pasta pass at Olive Garden, because you have to go and look other human beings in the face and say, I'm here for the 10th time in as many weeks to eat my never-ending pasta. But if you're okay with that humiliation ritual, then by all means, go for it. Okay, next we got a call from the What the Heck hotline. The hotline, of course, is the number that anybody can call to leave your What the Heck of the week, the thing that's making it you say what the heck. 407 WTH Matt. Let's hear this week's caller.
Hello, everyone involved. I have a particular what the heck that really grinds my gears lately. Well, it actually historically my whole life. But people who sneeze at, like, the highest decibel, I'm like, it's really, you're doing too much. There are usually two categories for this. Fathers, men in general, I guess, who sneeze so loudly that it elicits a fight, flight, or freeze response in me. That's not necessary. That nobody, there's a normal way to sneeze, okay?
Yeah.
After that, there's another category. Usually this is like somebody trying to sound very petite when they sneeze, and it's like a achoo! Or like, it's even more dramatic than that, actually. That was really tame. That's an extra noise that you're making on purpose. Don't do that. Why can't we all just sneeze normally? You know what I'm saying? That's all. Okay, bye.
Okay. I would like to challenge this listener to record their next sneeze and let me hear what they sound like. I don't think I know anybody who has a truly obnoxious sneeze. I agree that sometimes people are trying to be too cute with their sneezes in a way that it's like, just let it out. There's no cute way to sneeze, okay? It's disgusting and we're all doing something disgusting. But have you ever just truly let one, like a roaring sneeze where you're basically screaming out? It feels amazing. And I would recommend it at least once, preferably when you're alone. Actually, no, preferably when you're in a crowd. Let that shit out. I remember I used to be someone who was so like, I need to hide my sneeze, and I would basically swallow it. And then I started getting worried that that's not good for you and that it was going to cause some type of neurological damage, which it might. But I think I embraced just kind of letting the sneeze fly and feeling freedom. And that's where I am with it. That being said, time and place, you can control the volume of your sneeze. It's never truly like, it's not taking over you like a spirit. You can control the sneeze and don't be obnoxious. But if you're in a room of trusted individuals, let her rip. All right, I can move into my what the hecks, the things that are making me say what the heck. I only have a couple really this week. First, having a little kink in your neck. One of the worst things that can happen to a human being. And I know I say that about almost everything. Yeah, could a worse thing be getting stuck in a porta potty? Having short spine syndrome? Sure. But truly, there is nothing worse to me than waking up with the little kink in my neck. It ruins my whole day. I can't do anything. You expect me to read an email? You expect me to respond to an email if I got a little kink in my neck? Or like in the back of my shoulder? I have been worrying that, like, am I not doing my stretches? And that's why I'm in pain. Because, sometimes I've just always taken the kink in your neck or like the kink in your shoulder. That one that's kind of near your shoulder blade.
Yeah.
The shoulder blade kink.
I get a lot of TikToks about releasing that.
Same. Yeah. Never works.
Nope.
These guys on TikTok with very authoritative voices and very thin shorts try to tell you stretches that you can do to get the kink out of your shoulder blade. None of it's working. Okay? The only thing that works is eating potassium or some shit and stretching after you do exercises, which I've kind of given up on. I used to be, during COVID, one of my fixations was trying to achieve the splits. I got pretty close. I was going full Kenzie from Love Island and trying to clam slam everywhere I could. But yeah, if I tried to do that now, I'd rip my dick right open. But yeah, I am like, okay, maybe we should be reintroducing stretching to the to the repertoire. I have a Theragun, and I'll just kind of blast my neck with that thing, and it doesn't help, but it feels better in the moment. Second I put it down, it hurts even worse, I think. But during the Theragunning, you get stoned to do a Theragun. It feels like you're transcending. But yeah, waking up with a kink in your neck, it will ruin my whole week. There are days that I'm like, I can't be doing anything. The only thing I'm capable of is sitting on the couch. And yeah, is it probably because I sit on the couch? I sit on the couch at an angle that the human body is not designed for. I sit at the couch at an angle that the couch is not designed for. And then I'm surprised when I wake up and my my upper body is in shambles. But yeah, it really is a day ruiner. I think the reality is that whoever invented the shape of pillows got it wrong. The pillows should not be that shape. They need to be weird, funky shaped. And we've gotten so used to now, like, the interior design. Like, you don't want to walk into someone's apartment and see a therapeutic pillow on their bed. Nothing kills a boner faster than seeing someone's therapeutic pillow. But, it's like, pillows should not be that shape. They should be a shape that fits my weird body. I need one of those pregnant lady pillows. I don't know why they've sort of innovated pillow technology for pregnant women.
That's the one thing we get.
I think they should be doing more to cater to my needs instead of the needs of people who are sort of propagating the human race. I think I'm doing just as much, if not more, for society than pregnant women. But yeah, I mean, could I do a tiny bit of research and find out how to sleep better so that I don't wake up with a kink in my neck once a week? Probably. But I prefer to complain about it. Next! I cannot be trusted. I've learned this about myself. I can no longer be trusted to purchase snacks and bring them into my home and expect to behave like not an animal. The way that I turn into a rabid, ravenous creature the second I bring a bag of snacks into my apartment, and you're looking at someone who's a firm advocate of having a little treat, okay? I know it's become a little bit of, a hack thing to talk about having a little treat, but I'm a big supporter of having a little treat. The problem is, it's never a little treat, is it? It's never just a little nibble of a treat. It's always an entire bag of something. And unfortunately, I have been sort of purchasing more snacks because we can't eat fruits and vegetables right now. It's not safe, so I have to buy a bag of chocolate and chips. We have no answers about where the diarrhea is coming from, so I have to just stick to eating cinnamon sugar covered pretzel sticks, which is what I purchased from the grocery store the other day, and I can't have it stares at me like the dead body under the floorboards from that store. I hear the heartbeat coming from my bag of cinnamon sugar pretzel sticks. Snack scientists got too good at making snacks, and they know that you are like not going to be able to stop. Like I don't want to be like eating disordery. There's a fine line when you start talking about like your eating habits where everybody inevitably devolves into just confessing to an eating disorder. People on the internet, I'm like, girl, you need a therapist. If you're out here counting the number of chips that you're having or counting the number of almonds that you have, Barack Obama, remember when Barack Obama was like, yeah, as a snack every night I have like 16 almonds, and it's like, no, Barack, you have an eating disorder. This is my intervention for President Barack Obama. You have an eating disorder. But yeah, I'm always like, just eat what you want, eat in moderation, don't go crazy. But it's just like they've made food so that it is impossible to eat it in moderation. why'd you make it too good? Now I want to eat this whole bag. And then, 4,000 calories later, I'm on my couch. I feel like shit. But yeah, there's this brand. I think her name is Dot. Yeah. She has those twisted pretzel sticks, and they have cinnamon sugar ones. And I'll eat dirt if you put cinnamon on it. And so she got me with those, and I've been gnawing down on those. I can't just eat like a small amount of a snack. It's like game over, and that's why I can't bring it into the house. Even those, because I do love True Fruit. Yeah, that sponsor us, True Fruit. I'll get those. It's like, the chocolate and peanut butter covered banana ones. Put that directly inside of me. But I buy that and it's like the whole bag is gone within a day. I can't be doing that. But you know what? Who cares? The air is on fire. Eat whatever you want. I came full circle. Eat whatever you want. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm going to have, I will say the one thing I don't like, nuts should not be having that many calories. I know it's, again, I don't want to do calorie counting, but like a bag of nuts, we should not, why is one bag of delicious cashews have to be like 500 calories? That's too many for nuts. This is supposed to be health food. And finally, the battle that I go through to find parking for a city bike. Okay, this is maybe only relevant to people who live in a city that has a public bike program or, a bike share program. But also it applies to parking in general, because I know people who have cars who are like, if you live in a city and you have to find a parking spot, I mean, there's an entire Seinfeld episode about this very thing. So, okay. City Bike is the New York City bike share program. You have a little app, you scan the thing, and you get to take the bike from the docking stations that are all over the city. The problem is sometimes the docking station that is closest to your destination is all full. And then you have to go to the next closest one. The problem with that is that sometimes every bike station in the area is full. And then, especially if it's like a popular destination, because like a couple weeks ago, 4th of July, I went to my friend's apartment who lives near Dumbo, which is where the like fireworks show is. And I didn't realize every parking station in like a 2-mile radius was filled up. And when that happens, you see every other person trying to park their bike. You're like all stopped looking at your phone, trying to see where the next station is. And then you have to race the person to the next station for the one parking spot. And it's like unlike cars where you just kind of have to guess where the parking spots are, although they have apps for it now. But like you see on the thing, oh, there's one spot at this specific station, like 5 blocks away. And then you have to turn into Lance Armstrong and do a full triathlon to get to that spot before the next person. And you don't always win that battle. And I have lost. But yeah, nothing is the walk of shame that you have to do when you parked the bike like a 20-minute walk away because you didn't check. You can check the app before you leave to see if there's a parking spot. Now I know you have to check the thing. But I didn't do it then. And I ended up basically I came all the way back to my apartment and had to just walk anyway. So yeah, the battle for city bike parking, Mamdani. Do something. Do something, fix it. And they need to turn the speed back up. They lowered the speed. The electric bikes they used to go like 18 miles an hour, and now they go 15 miles an hour or something. Not fast enough. It's probably for the best, considering that I am not kind of protecting myself in the way I should be. But anyway, my what the hey for the week, the thing that's making me say, hey, my opposite of the what the heck. And I'm just going to go ahead and give a shout out to my beautiful ambrosia, the food of the gods, peanut butter. my personal food of the gods. I've been kind of falling back in love with peanut butter
I love her.
in a very real way. Another thing that it's like, okay, one scoop is kind of my entire
Right.
my entire daily caloric intake. It should not be that way, but they made it delicious. I love putting the scoop of peanut butter in my oatmeal in the morning. I do oatmeal, frozen blueberries, because then they get sort of like, it kind of brings it all to the perfect temperature. Scoop of peanut butter. And it's kind of like a peanut butter and jelly oatmeal. Yeah. And then you do a little hit of honey on top. Ooh. But yeah, peanut butter, it comes in crunchy. It comes in creamy. It's doing all types of stuff. And other nut butters have tried to do what peanut butter is trying. They've tried to dethrone peanut butter from the nut butter pyramid pinnacle. And it's not going to happen, babe, okay? Almond butter, for a second, it was kind of like almond butter's pulling ahead. No, tahini, they just invented another word for sesame seed butter. Because that's what tahini is. But like, yeah, cashew butter. They were doing cashew butter for a while. No, peanut butter all the way. You're not going to top her. She's will always be my queen. And yeah, I'm going crunchy. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I need the crunch. I heard some on a podcast at one point that I think is made up, and I never looked into it, that humans like a crunch because it satisfies our like kind of primal urge to like chomp into a bug.
Sure. Okay.
It was specifically to chomp into a bug. And I was like, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's true. But so I do think of that every time I crunch into a delicious peanut. But yeah, nothing is doing it like peanut butter, and it's worth the extra poundage. So shout out to peanut butter, and that's it for this week's episode. Thank you for listening. Make sure you leave us a comment, leave us a nice review, give us a nice rating, only if it's nice. I don't want to hear your shit. And we will see you next week. Bye.
This has been an episode of What the Heck with Matt Bellassai. You can call and leave us a voicemail about what's making you say what the heck this week, and you might be featured on a future episode. Call us at 407-984-6288. That's 407-WTH-MATT. What the Heck with Matt Bellassai is produced by Same Boat Studios and Bellassai Productions. It's hosted by me, Matt Bellassai. Our executive producers are Gabrielle Lewis, Barry Finkel, and me, Matt Bellassai. Erica Glass is our senior producer. Our video editors are Matt Bellassai and Erica Glass. Production designed by Erica Glass, Matt Bellassai, and Barry Finkel. Our theme music is courtesy of EpidemicSound.com. Special thanks to Truffles Bellassai.